Remix.
Peel and chop, peel and chop.
Oh no, don't do that.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. So today we are doing something super exciting for Vlogmas. We are having a post Thanksgiving because, as you all know probably, Dominic is in retail, so he wasn't able to be home for Thanksgiving, and so we weren't able to celebrate because usually we like to have a big feast, you know, like you do for Thanksgiving, and we like to cook it together, and it's just a tradition of ours that we started a couple of years ago when my parents moved down to Florida, and it was just us, and so we like to just do a smorgasbord of food, just him and I, and it's so much fun. So that's our plan. We're going to be cooking up our meal. Dominic got his wisdom teeth out. So, as you guys know, so the meal is going to be a little different than normal. We're doing sweet potato pie, and we're doing vegetable medley, but the vegetable medley is going to have canned vegetables in it. So I'm going to give you guys the recipes for everything, but we'll see if the canned vegetables are better than the frozen, but I just can't imagine it being that way. So I will let you guys know, and then you guys can choose the way that you guys want to make it. And then we're also having ham because I don't even know if he's going to be able to eat it, and when we make turkey, he goes all out for the turkey. It's so much fun. That's one of my favorite parts about Thanksgiving, but it's fine. We'll do it for Christmas. So stay tuned for Christmas to see what he does with the turkey. He does amazing every year, but I didn't feel right making him make a whole turkey that he's probably not even going to be able to eat. So I'm just going to make the ham in a crock pot. So you guys will see that. I do that every year too. And I think normally it's because he has the turkey in the oven, and so the ham has to be somewhere cooking, but it's super yummy, and I gotta get started on that soon. But first I'm gonna get ready and get this day started. But I just wanted to tell you guys what we're doing because it's very exciting. And happy Thanksgiving, you guys. I know it's not really Thanksgiving for you, but it is for us. Alright guys, looks like Dominic made eggy bread. So if you guys know Gordon Ramsay, he has this video, I'll actually link it below because it's really funny, where he calls French toast eggy bread, and it's just hilarious. And we watched it the other day. Was that were you doing that on purpose, babe? Because you knew you were going to make this? Showing me that? Or?
No, I wanted you to laugh at it.
And I did laugh at it. But, so he made French toast, basically, but it's got apples on it and caramel, and it's amazing, you guys. We're still waiting on his, but I'm eating mine because it's so hot and delicious right now. It's so good. Alright guys, so it's a little later now, and Dominic made us that amazing breakfast. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But I'm frustrated because I was going to make our ham in the crock pot like always. I literally have never made our ham in the oven. But my ham, I guess I bought too big of a ham this year since we're not doing turkey. I decided to buy a bigger one, and I didn't consider the fact that it wouldn't fit in my crock pot. So I'm pretty upset about it, you guys, but it is what it is, and I'm going to have to roast it in the oven, so I guess we're going to see how that is. I'm not really excited about it because I love the ham whenever I make it in the crock pot. It's always so amazing, and oh, it's just so good, you guys. So if you've never made ham in the crock pot, highly recommend, but we're not making it in the crock pot today. I'm a little bit nervous to see how this turns out. I suppose if you guys are seeing this, it'll probably be that it turned out good, because I'm not going to make a whole vlog on me making a ham that doesn't turn out good. So first we're going to start with lining our pan with tinfoil, and then we're going to throw our ham in it. And I'm just following a recipe that I found online because I don't know the first thing about making a ham in the oven, but we're going to do this together, you guys, so hopefully it turns out okay. This is going to be a very different Thanksgiving for us. Okay, so the first thing the recipe says is to cover your ham loosely with foil and put it in the oven for 20 minutes. So that's what we're going to do, you guys. I hope this turns out good. We'll see. I'm getting conflicting information. So on the ham packet itself, it says to cover tightly with aluminum foil and place in pan, and then you warm the ham. But online, literally, I've seen like 4 different recipes. They told me to do it loosely. So I'm going to listen to what they say online because this is a Sam's Choice ham. So I'm feeling like Walmart maybe doesn't know what they're talking about. But we're going to find out which was right. Hopefully I covered it enough. So this is very unfamiliar territory for you guys. I was really excited to show you guys the ham in the crock pot. I'm going to tell you just real quick the recipe for the ham in the crock pot. It's amazing. Literally all you do is you line the bottom of the crock pot with brown sugar. Then you put the ham in and then you put the brown sugar on top and like in each of the little slices, and then you pour a couple of cans of pineapple on it, and oh, it turns out so good every time. So I'm so bummed. I might be missing something. You might have to put water in it too. I don't know. I don't think so, but so good. It turns out amazing every single time. So we're gonna see, you guys. We're making it work this year. 2020 is just not our year, you guys. I'm just so bummed. I don't know why I got such a big ham. It's huge, you guys. It's like gigantic, but I guess we'll be eating on it for a while. So I'm gonna wait on that, and we're gonna get started on the sides later. It's already 2 p.m. I know most people do their Thanksgiving a lot earlier in the day, but since we're not doing turkey, nothing really takes that long. So I will keep you guys posted as the day goes on. So now we added 2 cans of drained pineapple juice, 1 cup of brown sugar, and a little bit of honey, and we brought it to a boil and then let it simmer for 15 minutes on medium-low heat.
Hello, YouTube.
Did you turn around to yourself?
No.
Goofball. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to bring it over here, and we're going to baste our ham with it. I don't know why I did
Will you
this.
slow down? What are you, this isn't basting.
I should have had you do it.
You just like kind of...
Hey, back up. I want to be in it. Thank you. We're basting our ham with it.
But like you're still not basting.
I'm doing the best I can.
Are you though?
I don't know. It's hard. This is hard. Will you do it?
Yes, fine.
Okay. This is the hard part. You want to tell them what you're doing?
Brushing.
They said basting.
Well, you know
in
what
the video.
Good news is?
What?
This isn't a turkey, so I can do whatever I want to it.
No, it was ham, the video. And it said we were basting it. And you have to get it in the crevices.
Would you like to do it? Miss, I'm just going to dump it on there.
I was going to put it in the crevices afterwards. What?
Say crevices again.
You're stupid. So what you're gonna want to do is baste it and put it in each crevice.
We're brushing. We're not basting.
We're gonna. Why did they call it basting
She
then?
called it brushing. You just don't pay attention.
No, I think she called it basting. So we're basting. Okay, we're gonna brush it. Just put it in between the cracks.
What do you think I'm doing?
No, not you. I'm talking to my vlog fam, babe. Looks great, babe. You're doing an amazing job.
Thanks.
Is this your first rodeo?
Not for this.
Really?
For brushing a ham?
Yeah, you told me you never made a ham in the oven before.
In the oven? No, I haven't. But this is brushing the ham.
And I thought we could just use the whole thing. The lady told us to use half, but we have this packet of stuff it came with too, and you can never have too much brown sugar glaze. Okay, can I do it now?
No.
Please?
No, you have asked me to do it.
I see you're doing it well, and that I might be able to do it now, because
I'm done.
you separated the... No, you're not. There's a bunch in there still.
Yeah.
Alright, well, he's just basting.
Brushing. Jesus, I'm brushing.
And then I just decided to add the rest of the pineapple on top of the ham, because I like to have pineapple pieces with my ham. It's so yummy. Okay, and now about 20 minutes before it's done, you're supposed to baste it. This is when we do the basting. Yes, and the way of that, the way you're going to do that is take the juices from underneath the ham and put it on top. It's very good, you guys. I know I was so nervous about this, but oh, it's delicious. Okay, first things first.
I'm the realist.
first things first, wash them potatoes. Got fruit flies back. We got one fruit fly wandering around our home. You really am interested in this. But yeah, first things first, wash them potatoes. So I'm gonna wash these, and then we're going to put them in the microwave because we don't mess around with putting them in the oven. Or do you think we should put them in the oven?
Oh,
it takes so much longer in the oven. So microwave it is. We're gonna microwave these bad boys. Oh, you're saying we could do them all at once if we put them in the oven?
Yeah, that'll take a lot longer.
Yeah.
You're looking at an hour just on the potatoes, just turn around and put them back in.
We just do it in the microwave because you're gonna mash them up anyway. It doesn't matter. Maybe if you're doing a baked potato, you should do them in the oven, but hopefully I'm in focus because my camera hasn't been wanting to make me in focus these days. 19-cent potatoes at Walmart, you guys. Pew pew pew.
Pew pew.
Who can play this game and you lose?
I'm excited. We're gonna have Thanksgiving dinner.
I kicked your ass.
You kicked my ass. But I'm gonna kick your ass later in some Mario Kart. Peel. What are you doing?
Peel.
Peel and chop.
And chop.
Peel and
Peel
chop.
and quit copying me.
If you're gonna say it, you say it. But I need to say it if you're not. Peel and chop your...
Remix.
Peel and chop. Peel and chop.
Oh no, don't do that.
Peel and chop your onions and celery and carrots?
And carrots.
And carrots. We use canned carrots, so you don't have to peel and chop them. But you're going to peel and chop those for the stuffing.
I'm straight up chopping those carrots.
Oh, he chops them as well, smaller. But that's what we're doing right now, and I'm warming up my sweet potatoes in the microwave. This is not a cooking channel, in case you can't tell. But I'm showing you. Well, originally I was intending on it maybe being a cooking channel, but you guys said you didn't like that. Alright guys, so for the vegetable medley, you're gonna add...
carrots, corn, green beans, drained and rinsed, with a can of cream of chicken and a can of cream of mushroom. You can flex that however you want, depending on what you like, and whatever you forgot to pick up at the store. And salt, pepper, garlic powder.
A cup of sour cream.
And a cup of Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese.
Which isn't in the bowl yet.
Nope.
Which is why I'm not talking about it.
I didn't say it. You said it first, and then I repeated you.
Then crispy French fried onions.
Babe, the whole thing? It didn't say the whole thing.
We have a whole other one.
Then you're going to want to mix it all together before transferring it into your casserole dish. Alright guys, so now we're going to put the veggies in the oven, and we're going to put it at 350 degrees. And the last 10 minutes, what you're going to do is you're going to pull it out and sprinkle it with the rest of your Swiss cheese and the rest of your onion thingies. So, it's going to be super yummy.
Onion thingies?
Yeah, the French onion thingies. Alright guys, so all of our sweet potatoes are done being microwaved. I know that's not probably like the normal way that people would do this, especially for their Thanksgiving meal, but this is just how we've always done it. Growing up, my mom always like made our Thanksgiving meal in like 2 hours. It was insane. My mom literally, I don't know how she did it, but she did it every year in no time. It took her no time at all to make our Thanksgiving meal. So, I mean, I do know how she does it. She took the shortcuts with the microwave and stuff. The recipe calls for white sugar, but we've made it both ways, and honestly, you can't really tell the difference. And we don't have any white sugar today, so we're using brown sugar. Then you're going to add in 2 eggs, half a teaspoon of salt, butter, milk, and vanilla extract. Exact measurements will be down below for everything that I'm going to be adding now, but I'm just going to do that really quick, and I'll check back in with you guys once I've added it all. making the brown sugar streusel. So I'm using a half a cup of brown sugar, a third a cup of flour, and 3 tablespoons of butter. And you're just going to want to mix it together until it's coarse, and then we're going to add it to the top of our sweet potatoes, and it really makes all the difference. It's so yummy. Okay, so we just pulled this out of the oven and it looks amazing. Now we are just going to add the cheese, the rest of the cheese. Oh, damn good crispies. Looks amazing. You gonna say what you're doing?
Flipping butter from a knife.
Add in 2 heaping scoops of butter.
I haven't even started yet.
Oh, so you're just, what is that stuff then?
I'm gonna throw it away.
You're looking straight emo today.
Yeah, I need a haircut. Alright, cool. So first we're gonna dump in the onion. What we have here is some chopped up onions and carrots and celery. Don't worry too much if it gets all mushed together. But first I'm going to caramelize my onions a little bit, just because I like the flavor of it that way. Then I'll dump in the rest, let the celery soften up a little bit, so that way it gives a bit of texture to the stuffing, because I'm lazy and don't make my own stuffing. I just use the box stuff, because that's what I grew up on, and if you don't like it, don't at me. It's not okay.
Don't at me. You don't even have any Instagram or anything.
So again, don't at me. But that said, we're just going to let this cook down a little bit, get a little translucent, a little bit sweet, and we'll be back in a second. Now that our onions are done a little bit, we're going to dump these in. And really, I'm just looking for the celery to soften up a little bit. Typically speaking, I wouldn't do this too long. I just want the colors to pop out a little bit. Mostly the green and the red. Sorry, the green and the orange, pretty obvious, but the other side of it is having my wisdom teeth out. I can't really eat celery, so we're going to let that cook down a little bit and soften up just a little bit for me. And then I'll show you guys the rest.
You're going to put cranberries in it too?
Nope.
Really?
Yes, I'm putting cranberries in it, just at the end. So now we're just going to make the stuffing according to box directions, with the exception of, instead of water, we're going to use chicken broth instead. If you want, you can use unsalted chicken broth with this. However, I don't mind the salted one because in exchange I just didn't really salt the rest of it, because stuffing is naturally fairly salty. So here we're just going to bring it up to directions and up to a boil, and it should be ready in just a few minutes. Once it starts boiling, that's when I'll dump in my actual breadcrumbs and some cranberries, mix it all together, and cover it. We'll be on our way. This is stovetop, not shake and bake. Alright, so now that our chicken broth has melted our butter, we're going to dump in all the good stuff here, which is just breadcrumbs and some seasoning. So if you would like, feel free to do this at home. All you need is a couple of days old bread and then some seasonings. Typically speaking, you'll look for some parsley, some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and you're usually good to go. And then I also like to throw in a little bit of cranberries. Jazz doesn't particularly care for cranberry sauce, but we both do like cranberries quite a bit. So now I'm just going to mix it all together and cover it and let it sit for 5 minutes off the heat. And it's going to fluff itself up, and we'll be out and on our way and ready to eat. After about 5 minutes, that's where we're sitting now. Looks so delicious. It is unfortunately a little soft, but that's how I had to make it, so that way I didn't die trying to eat it.
Well, it looks
Sorry,
great.
baby.
We like it soft, don't we? Or we like it a little crispy?
I like it a little crispy.
Yeah. How would they make it if they wanted it crispy? Just less?
A little less butter.
Less butter, okay. And usually, last year, I remember what you did. You fried it in the pan afterwards to crisp it up. Do you remember that? You didn't make it in one of these. You made it in the frying pan. Alright, so now we're going to pull this out, and I'm going to stick my finger in it. hot. It's done. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna add your marshmallows to the top and just cover it in marshmallows, and you're gonna throw it back in there for 5 to 10 minutes, and these will puff right up and be amazing.
What you're looking for is a little bit of crusting, but not too much. Brown is okay. Black is bad.
But it happens.
And if you're Gordon Ramsay and you're watching this, beautiful.
It's beautiful no matter what. Is that enough, you think?
Yeah, definitely. It's probably too many.
We love the marshmallows. This dish is so weird. When we put this dish in, you guys saw it. It was bright red, and now it's this weird maroon color.
Festive.
It'll be bright red again once, like later on, once we pull it out. So this is what it's gonna look like when you finish. It's just the perfect amount of ooey gooiness. All right, you guys, so the food is finally done and I'm ready to eat. It all looks so yummy, and everything that I was concerned about with the ham apparently is stuff that I should not have been concerned about because it looks so yummy and it honestly tastes even better than it looks. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you guys like this little Vlogmas Thanksgiving style type of deal. But we will see you guys tomorrow. You want to say bye, baby?
Bye, baby.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so now we are going to put, stop. We're going to put the, stop. I just tricked myself. Stop. No. Now we're going to put that.